Yo, what's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. You guys know the vibes, man. Let's get to it. 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 It ain't nothing but to do it. We got quite a few absolute beautiful future setups. So let's get into these charts as soon as possible because I definitely want to catch an entry ASAP for show. Yeah, man, hopefully everybody had a great weekend. First and foremost, I definitely did. This weekend was absolutely awesome. What's going to be even more awesome is this gold trade in a second, hopefully. It's going to be even more awesome. What's good, everybody? Let's do a quick roll call. Tony, Sherman, Jimmy, Ken, Zach, Rasta, Young, Blocka, Jacqueline, Greg, Rhea, Gamble, John. Where we at? Sandy. Who else we got? James, Juan, Tasha, Nell, Edwin, Eddie. Let's go, man. It is about that time. You guys know the vibes, man. Sunday, fun day. Big week ahead of us, man. Massive week ahead of us. Super excited for it. And we got a lot to cover. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it, man. What's good, everybody? Dom is traveling. So giveaway winners might be a little delay there. Just a little in advance. If you do win, that's all I'm saying. And yeah, man, let's get it. First things first, I'm watching two things here right as we speak. Watching gold and watching NQ. Gold has been a very nice mover as of late. I want to talk about this chart real quick before anything. Last week, we had our focus on this 3,200 level, which we broke, right? Gold did break that. Coming off that double top and failure to go higher. There's a big focus for me on gold right now, and it's this level right here. And you can see we're literally trading here right now, 250, 3260, which is where we're trading right now as we speak. This is a level I really want to focus on, and since we're trading on it, trading at it right now, this is, kind of where I want to hone in and see if we can get an entry. Because if we're going to reject from anywhere on gold, it's going to be around this 3250, 3280 in my opinion. You guys can see this is an absolute massive supply. This is huge, right? This is huge. Already starting to see a nice little rejection here, so it's going to be a big top watch of mine as of right now. Also NQ, very nice rejection tonight off that 21,400, failing this 21,300 right now. I think there can also be a great opportunity here. So there's some nice setups tonight on the future side, which I am very interested in trading. So if we can get an entry here in a moment, you best believe we will take it. Let me see here. Let's see what we got. Alrighty, let's lock in. All right, let's get into these charts. Let's get this thing going, man. Whose birthday is it? Someone said a birthday. Birthday where? Whose birthday? Give a shout out to him real quick. Whose birthday? Birthday girl, birthday boy. Where you at, man? Talk to me. Where you at? Whose birthday? Got a birthday in here? Where you at? Whose birthday? Jeremy? Nice. Everybody give a happy birthday to Jeremy. Who else? We got multiple birthdays? Okay. Let's make that a new thing. Whoever has a birthday, give them a shout out on Sunday. It's your birthday too. Who's that? Consistent investor. Okay. Shout out to Jeremy. Happy birthday. Consistent investor. Let's go, man. Love to see it. It's a great birthday. Side note, man, we need to get an entry on gold here. ASAP. ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. This looks beautiful. We attempted to go, form that high here, attempted to go higher. Got that beautiful failure to go higher. Just broke that 5-minute structure. Looks like we're forming a little head and shoulders here. We got that left shoulder, got that head forming, neckline here. So if we can pull back, bounce, get that head and shoulders, that would be the top watch for a short. If you want to be aggressive here, I mean, we could probably get an entry earlier than that. But gold is a wild animal, so you just got to be careful there. But yeah, man, happy birthday to Jeremy and Consistent Investor. Let's get it, man. First things first here. Let's hop into this economic calendar. That is first and foremost. Let me go ahead and get this set up for you guys. That's first and foremost. There's not much to cover, but we'll go over it anyway, as always. Make sure everybody's up to date. Let me go ahead and make this screen bigger. It's number one. Number two, let's go ahead and pull up this economic calendar. Bada bing, bada boom. Everybody's good to go. Everybody can see clear. Everybody can hear clear. Does gold have micros? Yes, it does. Gold does have micros. Yep. Gold does have micros. Gold does have micros. Gold does have micros. Gold does have micros. Everybody can see clear. Everybody can hear clear. I know there's a lot of issues sometimes with this, so I try to zoom in on my end. Hopefully that helps for you guys to where you guys can see this. Everybody can see? Okay, cool. Alrighty, let's get it, you guys. Here we are, going into Monday, May 19th. Nothing of importance here. Good to go. No data to worry about. Tuesday, May 20th. Nothing important here. No data to worry about. Wednesday, May 21st. No important data here. Nothing to worry about. Thursday, May 22nd. This is where the data begins. We have jobless claims, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then existing home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, biggest day of the week here is going to be Thursday, May 22nd. Again, we have jobless claims, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, followed by PMI at 9:45, existing home sales at 10 a.m. And then to kick it off to end the week, I should say, Friday, May 23rd, we have new home sales at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Outside of that, we are good to go. And that's pretty much it. Thursday's the biggest day of the week here. Outside of that, crystal clear. Alrighty, let's get into these charts now. Gold's still doing its thing. What else do we got here? Let me see. Gold's still doing its thing. Cool. NQ is actually might give us an opportunity here on NQ. This might be a nice opportunity. There's a lower high, which I was looking for after that 21,400 rejection. I was looking for a lower high to short, but looks like we might be a little late to the party. You guys know it's very hard for me to obviously trade on Sundays because I'm focused on doing the live, but I'm sure a lot of you guys probably caught that, especially if you're minties. That was a beautiful setup of that 21,300. You got that weakness, low, lower high, short the lower high, target the lows, targeting 21,200. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on this, see if we can get an entry. If not, it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. Alrighty. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. First things first here. Since we're already here, let's get into NQ. What a chart, man. What a chart. That's all I got to say. Man, it's... Can we talk about where? Like, that's first. Like, can we talk about where? Like, where this happened at? You know what I mean? Like where? Like how? You know what I mean? Like, we were just in a bear market. Now we're 1% away from all-time highs, and this all happened within a 2-month span. You know what I mean? Like where? How? Someone help me out. You know what I mean? Did I miss something? I blinked. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. I blinked, right? Boom, bear market. Oh shit. Let's buy the dip a little bit. Let's wait for a little bit lower to scale in. Boom, back at all-time highs. Bro, what? What just happened? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like. Like, what just happened? You know what I mean? Like, just insane. You know what I mean? That move down was what? 48 days. Move up, 38 days. So we pretty much made the same move we made down 10 days less. That is absolutely insane. If you want to capitalize that, right, that's a 27% move down, and that's a 30% move back up. That's a 50% move, 57% move in a matter of 2 months, right? What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here? I don't know what happened, right? Like, I feel like it just blinked. That was it. Blinked, bear market, blinked, back to all-time highs, you know? And me personally, right, we'll talk about this for a second before I get into the charts. It's always hard for me, right? It's always hard for me when we get that direction and then immediate reversal, right? Like, that's always hard for me. Always hard for me. Like, I'm very good at trading reversals, but not when they're like this, right? This is just, it's too quick. It takes a minute for me to adjust. And then by the time I adjust, we're getting ready to reverse. So it's like, it's extremely hard to adapt to these snappy, aggressive, disgusting moves, to be honest, right? Like, as soon as you get comfortable trading the downside, boom, we're back at all-time highs, you know what I mean? And then as soon as you're getting comfortable up here trading longs, boom, downside starts to step in. It's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? These conditions have been really hard, you know, but I personally think that we'll get some nice action this upcoming week. Upcoming trading weeks, I should say. And we're going to talk about why here in a moment. But from a monthly standpoint here on NQ, I mean, there's not much to say, right? Overall macro uptrend still intact, higher highs, higher lows. Excuse me, haven't made a higher high yet, but higher lows are intact, right? That's first things first here. Now, second, what are we doing, right? We're back up here. What are we doing? That's the big question, right? What are we doing? Now we have, obviously, this low, and then here we are now, right? So the big question here is, right, for May at least, how are we closing May? How are we closing May? That's very important going into June. Now, I know you're probably saying, well, no shit. The criteria is going to shift, obviously, right? This current May bar is up 7%. So realistically, right, what are we going to do? Go up another 3-4% from current levels? Boom, we're at all-time highs. Okay, cool. Risk to reward right now, right? Whether you're bullish, whether you're bearish, whatever you want to call yourself, right? You can't rationally go long here, right? Long term, for one, or even short term, right? The risk to reward is not good for longs up here, specifically short term, right? And obviously that doesn't mean we go short everything, but you have to keep that in the front of your mind. Number two, you get down to the weekly down here, right? No matter how you want to look at this chart, right? No matter how you want to look at it, we are back into a major supply, right? Not just a major supply. We talked about this last week, that head and shoulders, right? We have that left shoulder, we have that head, and now, here we are now, back into this supply, right? We have our left shoulder here, we have our head here, and now we are at the right shoulder. So the big question is, are we going to fill it out, right? That's the big question. If so, I truly think that we could see a move back down here or here. That's my personal opinion. But enough with the what ifs. Let's get into this week. Daily chart. It's a chart that it's hard to love, right? It's hard to love. I really want to hyper focus on a few things. One is the current daily setup. Long as this daily candle going into tomorrow's session is below 21,300, I am personally not looking for longs, right? I am not. I will be looking to short the pops, back down to 21,200, ultimately back down to this 21,000. I'm going to explain why in a second on a lower time frame. If we reclaim 21,300, that is where longs get back on the table. Why? Because we reclaim that previous day's low, and that'll create that lower time frame failure to go lower. But as long as we're below that 300, 320 level on NQ, I will be looking to short the pops. And I will show you why on this hourly time frame. Again, that's that previous day's low. Context, coming off that macro supply. So if you get down here to the hourly, right? This, like I said, this is where I want to hyper focus, right? This is where I want to hyper focus. We're rejecting that macro supply, 21,500, 21,700. That's first things first. So the context is there for a reversal, right? The context is there. This is that macro supply. Number two, we're up a matter of 30% and barely a month with little to no pullback along the way, right? The only thing we've seen is a consolidation. We haven't really seen a pullback, right? And even further than that, Get down here to the hourly. What do we notice? We have those highs, and now last week's session, we had made this high here, attempted to go higher, failed, attempted to go higher, failed. Now I really want to focus on this right here. This was Friday after hours. This candle was because Moody's downgraded the credit rating for the United States, which is the first time ever in history Moody's has done that. That caused a 2% drop on the market going into Friday's closed, further by this downside this evening. Has the market truly digested that yet? Who knows? But as of right now, that is a catalyst. That's kind of like the spark, right? That's kind of like the spark. So now, what do we wait for? That's the next thing, right? We have the failure to go higher. We have a potential catalyst. It's still bullish, right? We're still bullish. If you look at the hourly, we're still holding structure, right? But we have indications of a bearish reversal. So what we need to be focused on is 21,200, as I spoke about, and then going into tomorrow's session, that 21,300, 21,320, because that's a previous day's low. So the value here, in my opinion, is going to be from that failure of that previous day's low, down into 21,200. That's obviously a higher risk approach. Number two is if we break that 21,200, that's a much higher conviction short back down into that 21,000 and this uptrend trendline support. That is where we can look to take a relief bounce as well if strength is shown there. All right, that's number one watch. Number two, if we come down to 21,200, right, come down, base on it, break it, reclaim it, that would be a long trigger, right? That is that macro demand, and we could see that move back into 21,300. Now, let's talk about longs in general, right? What would it take for me to be confident going long? I'm not going to lie, it's tough for me, right? It's tough for me because I understand, obviously, overall structure. I understand market mechanics. It's tough, right? It's tough to rationally, obviously scalping and stuff like that, it's completely fine, but it's tough for me to rationally look at this chart and say, hey, I want to be long, right? Obviously, sure, we can scalp, no problem. There's nothing wrong with that. We can scalp. But it's hard for me to confidently say, hey, I want to go long. But the scenarios that I would say, hey, I'm comfortable going long are, like I said, reclaim of that previous day's low. We can look for that move back into 21,400, ultimately up these highs at 21,500. 21,500 is a line in the sand for me. That's where, one, we can look for a reject if we show weakness there. Or two, hey, if we get that clean break and hold above 21,500, that's where that squeeze likely continues, 21,700 back into 22,000. And that's the game plan for the week ahead, right? Ultimately, a break of this range. Obviously, there's a higher risk trade in between, but 21,200 being the bottom of the range, 21,500 being the top of the range, that's it, right? That's it. Very simple. Break of the range, get us moving. And if we break this range, right, you got to understand what's going to happen, right? When we break this range, that is where the moves come in, right? The moves don't come in here, right? This is where you see that chop, 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 boom. Chop, 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 boom. Chop, 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 chop. There's no value here, right? Look at this. There's no value here in this range. We've seen that continuously, right? So why would you sit there and try to stress yourself out trading it, right? Just wait for a break of the range. Obviously, yes, sure, you could take a higher risk trade in between. Wait for a break of the range, okay? That is my recommendation. Sure, like I said, there could be value in between, right? There could, 100%. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying there's not at all. But what I am saying, the safest approach is obviously waiting for that range to break. NQ, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, I mean, if realistically, right? Realistically, if this candle closes weak here on NQ, this candle right here, just go short, stop above this high. Target low of day or overnight lows, target 21,200. That's what I would do, right? I'm going to keep it up on my other screen and we'll see. Or wait for a pop into 21,300, 21,320, fail, let it close weak, stop above those highs, lows, right? And like I said, if we reclaim that 21,320 and build, that's where you got to be careful with short. That's where the squeeze can come in. So almighty level here, 300, 320 as of now. I'm keeping an eye on it. But like I said, you guys can tag me, right? I need your guys' help. I can only watch so much at one time. So just tag me if it comes about and we'll check it out. But that's what I'm watching on NQ here. Let's move over here to ES. Big scenario, actually, I want to talk about before we move from here. No-brainer setup for me. I don't care when it happens. I'm going to take it. Number one and only one. You draw a fib from lows, right? I don't know what the fuck that noise was. You draw a fib from lows. 236 retracement is sitting at this 20,300, right? Daily 200 MA sitting at 2,700. This is a no-brainer setup. No matter when it happens, I will take it, right? If we pull back into this 2,300, 2,500 area, this is the A plus demand bounce, right? A plus, high conviction, high confidence demand bounce. And we could even look for a swing entry off of this demand. That's that previous high, previous lows, previous lows. This is a major macro demand. What's going to happen here, right? What's going to happen here is either we're going to hold, right? And that will be a new higher low on the daily. And that's where that squeeze comes in back in all-time highs. Or scenario 2, come down, see a little bounce, and we break. If we break this 2,300, that's when that downside, it's elevator, right? That's the elevator. So almighty level here, 2,300. Don't forget it. Write it down. Put it in your pocket. Very simple. ES, let's get into this chart here. Again, monthly perspective, right? Higher lows still intact, right? Now we got this long wick on that April month. May coming in here pretty hot, right? Very strong. Weekly chart, there's not really much to love here. Daily chart, there is something to love here, right? And that is two things. Number one, what is going on here? There we go. Number one, supply, 6,000, right? We all know this is the almighty level. Everybody's watching it, right? 6,000, very simple. Popping this 6,000, 6,050. This is the almighty watch for a reject, okay? That's first things first. Now let's get the next level out of the way. No brainer, no brainer, no brainer. 58.30, 58.50. You guys can see why. No brainer. No brainer. This is my top watch A plus setup. We have that daily 100 MA, daily 200 MA. Most importantly, we have that macro demand. So, ES pulls back 58.30, 58.50. That's my top watch for demand bounce. That simple. If we lose that 58.30, that would be the trigger to go short back down into 58.73. We lose that 58.73, it's all over. Now, more importantly here, let's talk about a level that's happening right now. Right? I feel like that's more important than anything. Let's talk about what's happening right now. Right now, right? If you look at NQ, we kind of broke, right? We kind of broke here. If you look at ES, we're in fact just sitting in demand, right? That's my hesitation with NQ going short. Okay? That's my hesitation. ES is just sitting in its demand right now. That's a divergence. So there's two things you can do here, right? Use ES reference for longs, use NQ reference for shorts. Because if you look here, NQ is down almost 1% on the night. ES is at 0.7, YM's at 0.5, RTY's at 0.77. The clear underperforming here, the relative weakness name, is going to be NQ. We can see it's down the most. Relative strength would be here on YM and ES as they're down the least. Okay? So with that being said, big level here, ES 59.20. Two things. One, tonight and tomorrow, you can watch for a demand hold, move back into 59.60, 6,000. Two, we lose 59.20. That is beautiful, right? That's where you can go short into that 58.50, 58.30, and that's where we could take that higher confidence demand bounce off of that demand, daily 200 MA, daily 100 MA, and that's pretty much the game plan there, right? Very simple, very, very simple. We'll breeze through YM here. Chart, you guys can see, sitting in this major supply. Never really traded YM, but I am interested in trading it. It's not something that I don't want to trade or anything like that. I just never really traded it. Big level here for those who do trade it. Very simple. 42.330. If we can break that 42.330 and break this uptrend trend line support, that should be lights out, right? Get that break and hold below 42.330. This is something I will short on YM. I don't usually trade it, but I will take it because there's nothing but room back down into this 41.850, 42,000 area. And that's where we can look for a demand bounce down there. So top watch here, short below 42.330. And if we get weak enough down into this demand, one, take profit, look to flip long. Next, RTY. You guys can see kind of nothing going on here, right? But if you guys do trade it, big level, 21.28, top of the range, right? Obviously, you can look for a higher risk reject there, but the safest way to trade this, let it break out. Bottom of the range, 20.80. Of course, you can look for a higher risk demand bounce here. Safest way to trade it would be waiting for that breakdown. So big levels here, RTY, IWM, 20.80 to the downside, 21.30 to the upside. bottom line, waiting for a break of that range, and that's where you could put some size on. Silver, I mean, I would love to trade silver as well, but I mean, look at it, right? This is a chart. It's hard to love, right? It's hard to love. We've just been consolidating this range. But I can tell you one thing. When it breaks, this is going to be the name to trade, right? So for me, silver, all eyes, 31.70, all eyes, 34, right? That's pretty much it. Gold, gold has a special place in my heart. Pretty sure a lot of you guys know why. Hold on, give me 1 second. My bad, that was the little one. That was the little one. Man, I tell you one thing, terrible twos are kicking in. When it comes to bedtime, shit. Shit. It's like wrestling a fucking alligator. Ain't no joke, y'all. For those of you guys who got kids, I know you know. I know you know. It's like a if you know, you know type thing. If you've survived the terrible twos, I got another level of respect for you. That's all I gotta say. If you survived those terrible twos, what was I doing? I was doing something. All right, there we go. All right, let's get back to these charts. Wow, man, gold's getting weak. Anyway, talking about gold. Like I said, I love this short, right? I love this short. Ideally, I could have got an entry up there, but yeah, man, this chart is beautiful, right? You guys can see. Long as we're below this 2270, 3300 area, excuse me, 3260, 3300, right? I think this is a very valid short. Speaking of it, right? Right now, right? If we break here, I mean, damn, whoever took that up there was huge. If anybody went short on gold there, that was massive. Anyway, what we can watch. One, we just broke this 3230, 3233. If we can break here, pull back, retest at 3230, that's my top watch for a short. If we can get below tonight's open, 3215, that's my top watch for a short, back down into this 3150, right? So very simple. Just simply wait for some weakness on gold and short it long as it's below 3300. That's the bottom line. But yeah, my biggest trade ever was on gold, which was last week. I went short on gold right here. Added right here. Sold right here. I think I made like 58,000, something like that. Yeah, that's my biggest trade ever. Oil, I don't really trade this, but to be honest, it looks good. This looks good as well. Gold and oil, I like short. Oil here, you can see this is CL, just a classic bearish break and retest. Same thing. Watch that 6230, 6250 area for a short. Or if CL gets below 6175, wait for that lower high below it, short it back down into this 60. That would be the game plan there. But yeah, gold's definitely, oh my god. Gold is my top watch. If we break this 3230, like I said, we can hold below it. Watch that retest. That's the top watch for a short entry. Or, like I said, we got this head and shoulders here. Got that left shoulder. Got the head. This is the neckline. That's why I keep speaking about it. If we can pop on gold back into this 3250, 3260 area, that's my top watch for a reject going into tomorrow's session. Very, very beautiful chart here. Literally, my whole game plan on gold is very simple, right? Long as we're below 3,300, 3,270, this is the area where I'm looking to build into a short position, right? If we break that 3,300, you guys can see we got that gap fill. But as long as we're below it here, I mean, just like we're seeing now, right? Wait for that weakness, short it, right? That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Right? I mean, look what we did last time up here, right? Massive downside move. Here we are now, failing again. That's where that massive downside usually steps in. See what else we got here. All right, let's get into these individual names. First things first, we got NVIDIA. First things first, we got NVIDIA here. Let's go ahead and hop over to NVIDIA. Just a little reminder, right? Obviously, the market's down a little bit right now from the after session Friday. And obviously, the downside we're seeing tonight. So a lot of these setups might not be in play, or they might already happen. So excuse me for that. Obviously, I can't control what the market's trying to do. But NVIDIA, what I would really want to talk about is one, weekly head and shoulders. Pretty much the same setup as NQ, right? It's a weekly head and shoulders. Neckline's down here at like 90. But main watch, NVIDIA, very simple, right? Look at this chart, very simple. We just tested that macro supply, 137 last week. You zoom in here on the hourly. This is a very simple setup, right? We got the rally, we got the base. Two things are going to come from this. We're either going to get the rally base rally, or we're going to get that rally base drop, right? That's that simple, right? So essentially on NVIDIA, all I'm waiting for is a break of the range. So top watch here on NVIDIA is a break and hold below 131.50. If we can get below that 131.50, that's my top short watch, down to this 125, 123, and that's where I'll be confident flipping along for a relief bounce. Upside, very simple. We break that 137, that should be squeezed sitting on NVIDIA, back in that 142.50, 150. So essentially all I'm watching here on NVIDIA is a break of that range. That's pretty much it. NQ, let me see. We'll keep an eye on it. Let me see. What time is it? 8:35. Okay. 9:35, sorry. Let me see. Got a minute left on that candle. We'll keep an eye on it for a second. Next, we have Amazon. Top watch here for multiple reasons. Number one, we just rejected that macro supply here on the weekly. As you guys can see, this is a weekly supply we rejected. Daily, you can see it a lot clearer. This is an absolute monumental level on Amazon, right? You guys can see that. Previous resistance, turn support, rejected again on last week's session. Amazon is now back below that previous structure. This is bearish for Amazon, right? Gap fill for us below. This is my top short watch for a very valid reason, as you guys just seen. Game plan on Amazon is as follows. Number one, pop back into 206, 207. It's my top watch for a reject. Or two, if we can lose this 200 level, which also happens to be that daily 200, if we can get that break and hold below 200, that's my top short watch, down into this 195, 193. As you guys can see, this is a big demand, so we could watch for a demand bounce down there. But top watch is at 206, 207 for a short, or that 200 breakdown. All right, it's a top watch there on Amazon. Next, we have Tesla. Pretty much identical setup to NVIDIA, right? Tesla's been extremely strong as of late. But Friday session, we did test that macro supply. Obviously, that doesn't mean we're going to be weak, but we did get weak because of that news, right? You guys can see we pushed right into this major supply here. Nasty rejection on Tesla on Friday. Now we have this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful double top, failure to go higher. This is beautiful, right? You guys can see this. This is absolutely beautiful. At the top of the supply here, where Tesla created that high, attempted to go higher, and failed. Structure, 336. Top of the supply, 350. Game plan on Tesla, very, very simple. This is my no trade zone. I will not touch Tesla between 350 and 336. The only way I'll trade Tesla, and I will put size on it either way it goes. We get a clean break and hold below 335. I 100% will be very confident going short on Tesla. Back down to this 324. If we break that 324, that gets us down into this 307, 310, and that's where we can look to pick up the dip on Tesla for a demand bounce. Upside, if we break that 352, this should get absolutely parabolic back in that 365. All right, so essentially same game plan as NVIDIA, waiting for a break of this range, 352, 335. Either way it goes, I think this is going to be an A+ setup if we can hold above or below. Next, we have Google. This is a chart here I love for multiple reasons. Number one, the main reason. Look at where we're trading here on the daily. If you notice as well, right? Pretty much every name we covered tonight, from NQ to ES to QQQ SPY, all of these names we covered, big beta names, Tesla, Amazon, NVIDIA, Google, Apple, Meta, right? All these names we're covering. What do you guys notice? We're all sitting in a major supply. Does that mean we have to reject? No, it doesn't. But the market has a mysterious way and is very, very coincidental. When we're sitting in these macro make or break areas, guess what happens? Fucking news comes out, right? I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but I've noticed it over the past 6 years. Anytime we're at these make or break areas, guess what happens? Massive, groundbreaking news drops, and guess what? The market goes in the intended direction or the opposite direction. And look what we're doing. We're in this massive supply, and what happened? We get, first time in history, Moody's gives us a downgrade on the credit rating. What the fuck? Right? Who could have seen that coming? Nobody, right? They have a very, very mysterious way of doing that. So, again, with Google here, very simple. Rejecting that macro supply. Context is there for a reversal. Game plan on Google is very simple, right? We have this massive structure here, 162.50. Massive supply here, 170, 167. Game plan, watch this 167, 170 for a reject. Or if we can get below this 162.50 and hold, that is my top watch for a short, as we have nothing but room down into this 156. And that is the game plan on Google. Absolutely beautiful. Next, we have Apple here. This is a chart we've been watching for I don't know how long, right? Massive supply here, 215, 214.50. Daily chart, you guys can see this is an absolute massive supply. Hourly chart, you can see this is an absolute massive supply. Game plan, Apple, very simple. Bottom of the base here, 206.50. If we get below 206.50 on Apple, we have a gap fill back down to 201. This is my top short watch. All right. Now, if we pop again on Apple, I'm very interested in this 214.50, 216 area. Either one, we show weakness, or two, we get above it. That'll be the squeeze trigger. All right. So essentially, just a break of the range on Apple. NQ, let's take a look. Oh, hello. Hello. This is beautiful. Got a nice little bear flag here. Beautiful bear flag. Right below this major supply. This is fucking gorgeous. Hello. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. Hello. Yeah, now we just gotta find an entry. Fuck me. This is beautiful. Holy shit. This is fucking beautiful. Oh, man. This is beautiful, y'all. Jeez. My goodness, this is beautiful. Yeah, we gotta find an entry ASAP. I mean, technically, right, you could just short it with a stop above these highs, but I'm trading mini, so I need to be a little bit more precise than that. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes. We're done with the watch list anyway. I owe you guys, what, a giveaway? Yeah. We'll hang out here for a second. See what we got. Hopefully it doesn't just dump here. If it dumps here, we're kind of fucked. If it dumps here, we're kind of fuckeronied. If it dumps here, we're kind of fucked. Hopefully not. Come on, don't do that. Come on, man. I'm very tempted just to enter bearish engulfing here on the 15 as well. Just enter and add into it. Pop back up, add some. Stop above those highs. This looks so amazing short, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks fucking great. Do I want to be a degen and chase it though? My stop is what? It's 30 points for what? An 80-point move? That's still like a 2.5 hour trade. I'll just take micros, that's what I'll do. Yeah, fuck it. That's what we'll do. If it pops, I'll add a mini. I haven't looked at his chat once tonight. I really apologize about that. It's been locked in. This NQ short looks fucking amazing though. Literally amazing. Yeah, I just snagged some micros. If we pop, I'll add a mini. This is just too beautiful not to take. Like, obviously, I would have much rather got an entry up here, but I'd rather get an entry down here than miss it completely, you know? Or, I mean, I'm risking, what, 30 points on a micro? If we pop back up here, I'll just slam a mini. And then, obviously, my risk will be a lot tighter. It's almost a 100-point move, yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, let me go through the chat here, see if I'm missing anything. But yeah, that's pretty much the watch list. That's what I'm watching. We've covered SPY, we've covered QQQ, covered NQ, ES, YM, RTY, silver, gold, Nvidia, Amazon, Tesla, Google. We've covered absolutely everything, man. We've covered absolutely everything. I want to keep a watch on this NQ chart for a moment. What's my average? My average is 21,282. My average is 21,282. This setup is absolutely beautiful. Like, if I could have got a better entry, I would have put size on this. If I could have got a better entry, I would have put size on this, no doubt. Without doubt. Without doubt. It's fucking beautiful. Literally beautiful. A+. I already went over Y too, obviously, but yeah. Literally beautiful. Absolutely fucking beautiful. Double top, failure to go higher, break of structure, back below that previous day's low. Got that new lower high on the hourly, swept those previous hourly lows. This is literally a fucking beautiful setup. Beautiful, beautiful. Overnight session, opened into that demand, held, filled that gap, got that lower high off of that 21,500 rejection, made a new low here, popped, formed that lower high. This is your risk, right? That's your risk. That's it. Anyway, let's get into these giveaways. What time is it? 9:45. Yeah. Let's get into these giveaways, and we'll call it a night. I gotta get home and go wrestle the minion. Let me see. I missed all the messages. So whatever you guys said, that was a question or anything. Kindly asking if you send it again. Whatever you guys got, whether it's trading related, business related, whatever it may be, feel free to ask it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this X chat as well. Let me see. Pop out chat. Boom. Let's go. I got all the chats out. So whatever you guys got, hit me. I'm pretty sure you guys know what happened to last week's live. I'm not going to speak on it because I don't want to go down that lane. But you guys know what time it is, man. Ain't shit changed with me but the day. What y'all got for me? Coin? Sure. Sure. Yeah, coin looks good. Nice and strong. I would watch this demand here. 240 or above 270. That looks good. What else we got here? How much do you need to trade midi on futures? On Trade-Evate and Webull, all you need is $1,000. You could trade micros with like $100, $200. What else we got? What's the name indicator with all the MAs? What do you mean? This one? That's a custom script. Majority of these are custom besides this one. This is the only one that's not custom. How do you make a great trading plan? Tune into the Zooms, man. What else we... Give away the X mentorship? No, that's going to be this week on Zoom. I don't have enough time to go through them yet. This NQ short looks absolutely fucking amazing, by the way. BA? Sure. BA. Ooh, hello. We got some resistance here for show. Massive on BA. Hello. This is huge. I mean, to be honest, BA could be like very early reversal stage. Very early. We got that low here. Got the attempt to go lower. So we got that failure to go lower here on the daily. Got that break of structure here, right? This is a very bullish chart on BA. Very bullish chart here on the weekly. Very bullish going into earnings. Very bullish. In my opinion, this is purely my opinion, long as BA is above 185, 190, I would simply just look for dips to buy on BA. We break that 210 level. We break out of this long-term downtrend here. This BA can easily see 240, maybe even up into this 280 level. If it breaks this 280 level, it's back into 300s easily. To be honest, this could be a fucking awesome swing. Monthly chart, beautiful. Yeah, this could be an honestly great swing on BA. And I can't believe I'm saying that, but if BA breaks out here, this is going to be generational for BA. It's got news behind it too, I think. Yeah, it does. It does. I remember that. Yeah, so what I would do on BA and what I'm going to do is two things. 196, like I said, or 185, right? If we can get a nice pullback here, This is where we look for that long, right? Look for that swing to pick up. That's what I would do on BA. Or if you want to day trade it, above 210. This is a fucking chart I'm going to add to my watch list. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Appreciate that. What else we got here? CR, can I flip $2 into 100? Shit, man. If I go on stake, probably. I mean, honestly, we could probably try it. You want to try it? Let's see. I don't know if I have any money in stake, though. Let's see. Do I have $2? I do have $2. You want to try it? Let's see if we can do it. Can I flip $2 into 100? We're about to try right now. Hold on. Do I have $2? Yeah, I do have $2. Let me see. Yeah, we're about to try it right now. All right, we got $2 here. Let's see if we can do it. We'll do, what'd you say, $100? So if we do 10 cents, we got 20 spins. If I hit 1,000x, that'll be $100, right? Nope. That was the quickest way to lose $2. Try again next time. What else we got here? That's pretty much it. All right, let's do these giveaways and we'll call it a night. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go ahead and pull this up. All right, keyword. Let's go ahead and make the keyword. What's the keyword? What's the keyword? I'm gonna make it a little bit more difficult because lately there have been some bots joining. Let's do exclamation point bot. Exclamation point bot. Exclamation point bot. Exclamation point bot. What's the craziest if I hit on stake? Oh shit, man. I've turned $5 into 250,000. I've turned $100 into 200, like twice. I've turned 50 into 100. I've turned 20 into 100,000. I've turned $10 into 70. That's probably about the craziest. I quit playing once I lost 50K in a night. That's when I took a major step back. Alrighty, good luck everybody. Right now, how many likes do we have? Got 235. If we get to 300 before this is over, I'll be more than happy to do another one. You guys know that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Bada bing, bada boom. Alrighty, here we go. Let me see. All right, we'll give it 10 more seconds. Alrighty. Let's get it, everybody. Good luck. Let's go. Nicholas Donaldson. Nicholas Donaldson. Nicholas Donaldson. Where you at? Do I have any Apex accounts to give away? I don't know. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Let's see. Nicholas, where you at? Donaldson, where you at? Talk to me. Talk to me. Boom, there he is. Here. Nice. Alrighty, let me go ahead and fresh this. Where we at? 290. Can 11 people smash the like button real quick? 10 people. 290. 290. Need 10 people to hit the like button. Where y'all at, man? Shout out to Nicholas. All you gotta do is DM Dom on Discord. Let me see. Spy QQ, yeah, I mean, I can cover them, right? But they're not going to be where they're at tomorrow. So I usually just cover them on Zoom. I'll cover Spy and QQQ on Zoom tomorrow because as of now, Spy's going to be like down at 583. So I don't really know where it's going to open. So I'll kind of be going over setups blind. You know, just like I said with the individual names. But yeah, we'll cover it tomorrow on Zoom. We'll cover it tomorrow on Zoom. I just posted a top link. If you want to join the Zoom, it's very simple. Just click the link and join. It's completely free. Nicholas, all you got to do is DM Dom on Discord. Dom underscore da, D-A underscore Don. That's it. Alrighty. Y'all got 300? 336. All right, let's rock out. We'll do one more. Do one more. All right, we'll run it back. Reset. Giveaway options. We'll make this one. We'll keep it OG. Exclamation point OG. Good luck, everybody. We'll put, let me see. Exclamation point OG. We'll give this one 15 seconds starting now. Exclamation point OG. Good luck, everybody. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for this trading week. Very excited. Last week was, man, treacherous. Very, very treacherous. Action was not it at all. Thankfully, obviously, I caught gold. If I didn't catch gold, it would have likely been a red week. I'm not gonna lie. I think light speed I was down like 4K. Yeah. So thank the God I caught gold last week. Outside of gold, it was absolute shit. So I'm very thankful. Caught gold last week. Gold was beautiful. I mean, gold is still beautiful right now. Like this is my top watch going into tomorrow's session. If I can get a short entry here, I'm all over it. Absolutely love it. All over it. Absolutely love it. All over it. Absolutely love it. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody. Be the Truth Inc. Congratulations. Where you at? Be the Truth Inc. Yeah, gold was nuts, man. There was so much value on gold last week. Absolutely insane. Like, crazy. We seen a 150-point move to the downside, which is a 5% equity move. And then we immediately seen a 4% rip, a 130-point rip, followed by another 100-point dump, all in the same week. That was insane. I mean, even look at it tonight. Like, this action is beautiful. Like, this action on gold is literally beautiful. Like, if anybody took that reject when I mentioned it right here, if anybody went short right here, that alone is a $28 move, right? What that means is one contract would have made you $2,800. If you had one micro, you would have made 280 bucks. Just one contract. One contract. If you would have went short right when I said right here, you would have been up 280 on a micro, 2,800 on a mini. It's fucking massive, dude. Like this thing moves insane. It moves insane. Is he here? Where you at? Boom, here. Alrighty. Nice. Good shit. Here we are. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, man. Shout out to every single one of you guys who tuned in. You guys know I do this for you guys. Big week ahead of us, man. Big week ahead of us. Very excited for it. I mean, even right now, man, these charts look amazing. Gold looks amazing. NQ looks amazing. These charts look really, 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 really fucking good going into tomorrow. Specifically gold. I am hawking a gold entry here. We got 3 minutes left on the hourly. So I'm going to sit at my setup for the next hour or so and see if I can catch a nice entry. And yeah, man, my top watch right now, like I said, on gold is below 32.15. If we can get below 32.15 and hold, it's a top short watch back down into this 31.50. Or if we can get a pop back into this 32.30 That's a higher risk short. Main watch is a pop back into this 3240, 3250 area. So pretty much just to pop the short on gold or the breakdown. That's pretty much it. NQ, you guys know I'm already short. Game plan here is simple as well. As long as we're below that 21,300, 21,320, wait for that pop, short it. I think this can see easily 21,200 into the morning. And even if not, right, we get stopped, whatever. If we reclaim that 21,320, that's the squeeze risk. So I think there'd be nice value here tonight. I mean, right now we're up, 10 points, nothing crazy. I'm still holding personally. And like I said, I will look to add into this. But yeah, I think this short looks great. I will update you guys as always. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow for some live trading. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah, man, I'm still holding NQ, by the way, for anybody that's wondering. It looks good. Looks very good. If you're nervous, simply move your stop down, right? You can move your stop right here. Right? So if you get stopped here, you can just re-enter if we show weakness up here. I'm personally letting it ride, right? My average is 21,282. So I'm slightly green right now, nothing extravagant. You guys know my game plan. I'm sticking to it. And my other focus is over here on gold. So if I can get an entry on gold, I'll definitely take it. But right now, my main focus is in Q because I already have a position on. But yeah, man, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. You guys know the vibes, man. Peace.